Well, one thing we could talk about is vocation. And before Luther, if you were a monk or a nun or a priest, you had a calling. But everybody else was just sort of putting in time, so to speak. And so Luther comes along and attaches calling to our familial relationships as husbands, as wives, spouses, children, parents. Comes along and ascribes callings, vocation rather, to professions. I think everyone except banker. Not sure Luther had much respect for bankers.
And lawyers.
And lawyers. So if you avoided those two fields, you were... But what he was trying to say there was, we've got to sort of get past this notion of too sharp of a sacred secular distinction. So I think it's a dimension, not the sum of answering this question. I think it's a dimension to it. That we can't hear serving God and immediately compartmentalize that into full-time Christian platform ministry. I love that doctrine of vocation. I think that's part of it. And then I think the other part of it is sort of what we were just talking about in the Christian disciplines of prayer and faithful Bible reading and faithful discipleship in the place in which God has put you. That's serving God. Sometimes we just over-mystify this or over-complicate this when just simple obedience is serving God.
Well, Luther also talked about the family as a school of character. And I think the life of the family, whether a small family or extended family connections, are where we are enabled to put Christian virtues into practice, where we have to confront that we're not as virtuous as we thought we were. I'm very patient when there's nothing to be impatient about. But I discover the minute I'm with family members who aren't doing things quite the way I think they ought to, have revealed to me a level of impatience that is disturbing. More to them than to me, but still. So that's an important way of serving God in the school of character.